Hey friends, I'm back with another video. I decided to try and make a couple of extra videos in between the time of like Sunday when I last released one and Christmas. So you may get a few extra from now until the 25th, Christmas Day, in an attempt to try and get to 250 subs, right? And therefore reaching the goal that I'd set. And as promised, even though I'm trying to push this to happen, I will dye my beard, the stripe here, red if I do get to 250. So there you go. There's our bet. And today, I think I've already might have done this, but I think with my slightly improved skills, just making videos and stuff, this might come out better. So, did you know you can make weapons using tailoring? Tailoring? That's like making leather armor or cloth armor, isn't it? Or backpacks. But yes, you can make weapons too. It came out some years ago. I don't know the expansion. If I look it up before posting the video, I'll put it up on the screen somewhere as text. But yes, you can make weapons. So here is my Clockwork sewing kit. It's the Gnome Cultural Sewing Kit. It's just nice, it has extra slots. And like a lot of the newer weapons that you can make, there's simple, ornate, intricate, and elaborate, similar to the way they named Defiant armor pieces, right? So I'm going to make this for a level 51 Ogre Warrior. So I'm going to go for intricate. So I already have the recipe in my sewing kit, so I'm going to type in intricate space and just enter. And this will show there's two different ones. So there's an intricate sap, which is sort of like a leather club filled with ore, filled with metal balls or whatever. And it'd be a good monk weapon, yes, because it is usable by monks. I believe it's not overly heavy. It's 1.5. So not super heavy, and it's, made of leather. And then there is the intricate whip, which is even lighter, but it can't be used by monks. But that's considered a slashing weapon, as where this is a blunt weapon. See, blunt, and that one's slashing. And the other ratios are not impressive, but remember, they still get an a weapon-specific aug to be put in here that's going to improve their stats and their ratio, damage delay and all that stuff. Well, not improve the delay, but improve the damage. So it's just going to be better. And I already have a sword on the ogre that's I'm happy with, but I want a blunt weapon. So we're going to do the sap. All right. And so here we go. That's the sap recipe. As you see, I already have some of the things, but I'm going to make sure I mention what each one is. An embroidering needle. I believe that is something that is crafted, but let's just check. Yeah, so just a regular embroidering needle you have to craft. And you can look up the recipe for that. Maybe later I can make a recipe video just for the needle or something like that. Or random stuff. We need soft filament, so let's look that up. Here we go. And I'm going to purchase 9 because I have 9 of each thing, so I'll make a few extra and maybe sell them or give them away or something, I don't know. Then I'm going to need sap patterns. Also, it's nice to have a few extra in case I fail. Now, if you don't have the extra ingredients to throw away, then of course just buy as many as you need, right? So just type in sap, there we go, sap pattern, buy 9. So those two things, the pattern and the filament, are obviously purchased from this tailoring merchant located in the small bank, right? And then we have fine animal pelts, which you can loot off random mobs all over Norath. Usually they're going to be around level 50-ish to drop these. Or you could just buy them in the bazaar, or you can set up a buyer to buy them, and that can even be offline or whatever. And the buyer is great because, you know, anybody who doesn't have a premium account and can't sell in the bazaar, again, we're going to mention this, my favorite tool that was added to Everquest some years ago, / barter, enter, right? It opens up this barter window, and if you have an item, so let's do as an example the fine animal pelt that I have. I'm not going to sell it because I need it for this recipe, but we'll do it, and we'll highlight it and we'll hit search. And here you have 2 people looking to buy fine animal pelts, right? And if I wanted to sell them, I could sell them, and I can get either 35 or 37 platinum each. Of course, I would sell it to the person that's offering more, who wants to say, oh no, I want to sell it to the person that's offering less. So yeah, you want more plat, you know, you sell it. Hemic marrow, that's another item, and see, someone's buying that too. So remember, if you're setting up a buyer, if you need ingredients like marrows and stuff, you could set up a buyer, but only if you have a premium account. Buyers can only be the premium account, meaning you're paying for the monthly subscription. But as a barter, to sell, you don't need a premium account. You could be a free-to-play player. So, you know, that's my tip of the day, reminding people about the barter tool. And people sometimes start watching my videos later on, so I like to re-mention certain tips, especially some of my favorite ones, because so many people find it helpful. So okay, so we got the fine animal pelt, and we've got hemic marrow. That's another thing that drops off level 50-ish mobs, or it can be purchased in the bazaar from others, or you could set up a buyer. And then the rhenium fill. I'm calling it rhenium. If it's wrong, you can feel free to try to correct me, like leave a pronunciation key, but that looks like rhenium or rhenium, because I would assume that H is silent. I wouldn't say rhenium, you know. So that we might need to make a few more because we only have the one. So let's come out here to the forge. I believe we need the forge for this. We're going to close our sewing kit for now. We're going to type in RHEN. And here we go, rhenium fill. And for that, you need your rhenium ore, just a block of it. This rhenium ore is also dropped off level 50-ish mobs, or can be purchased in the bazaar or as a buyer. You need your smithy hammer, and you need a file. And we're going to just hit make all, combine. You know what? I feel silly, because I should equip my smithy hammer, which would increase the chance of success by a little bit, or at least it should. Because, you know, you don't want to fail. You don't want to lose your stuff. Always remember, equip your trophy items. This, you know, again has 15% to blacksmithing. So there we go. We used up all of our ore. So we'll hit close, open up our sewing kit again. And we're going to find our recipe. There we go, Intricate Sap. And it looks like we succeeded. We made one more than we needed. So we got 10. All right, well, that's fine. And we're going to hit combine, and we're going to make ourselves like 9 saps. There we go. We succeeded. We made our first sap. Right now it's 1125, but once I add the augment that goes in there, it will be better. I don't remember the damage on the aug. But there you have it, an Intricate Sap. Now you're going to say, well, are you going to show us how to make the aug? Sure, I could show you how to make the aug. But for that, I'm going to switch to my enchanter who has better at jewel crafting, because jewel crafting is the skill that you need to make the augment. But here we go. We got that. We got, see, 9 of them. And I don't need 9, but like I said, I'm going to make a few extra. And I'm going to hand this over. Where is my ogre anyway? Oh, there he is. See, he's in illusion goblin right now because it makes him smaller and easier to get under awnings and things like that, like up here when he's trying to sell shit, you know? So let's hand him that. Let's equip it, see how it looks in his little goblin hand. There it is. Here's where you might be disappointed. As you see, the sap, it just looks like a bloody splintering club. Like the crappiest and oldest weapon model in Everquest. Which is a shame because, you know, the graphic here, it looks like something a little different. And it's definitely a newer graphic. So couldn't they have updated the club to look like, you know, it was made of leather at least or something, you know? That's just my one little pet peeve about this particular weapon. So now we are on my enchanter. We're going to open up the jewelry kit, and I need the nimble symbol. And it's going to be the sacred nimble symbol. Try to say that like 10 times fast. Sacred nimble symbol of hate. That would be a good one because it's supposed to make them angry towards you. And as a warrior, you want to generate as much aggro as possible. And see, okay, so it adds an extra 6 damage to the weapon and a +2 to attack, so that's nice. Restrictions: one hand slashing, one hand blunt, or hand to hand only. So yes, this can be used for a one-handed blunt. Not that kind of blunt, you stoners. So we still need 2 items here from the bank. We need uncut dementoid, which I know I have a lot of. I made sure to set the buyer up to buy those. There we go. Boy, I don't have nearly as many as I thought I did. But I will try to get more. And then we need a fine spinneret fluid. Here we go. I got plenty of spinneret fluid. So there we go. We also need Vial of Clear Mana, which is made only by enchanters. You need some components, Poison Vial, some sort of gem. I think it's like either a Peridot or an Emerald. I'm not sure. You could look that up on Alakazam, or Alakazam or EQ Traders. In the Spinneret Fluid and the gem, and then you need Round Cut Tool, which you can get the Round Cut Tool from this Jeweler Noni over there, and the water. Okay, so here we go. We see the Nimble symbol is for level 51 to 60. The Ogre is level 52. And let's see which ones we can actually make. So we can make the Hate. So make one of those for the Warrior. And then I want to make some different kinds, because I'll just sell them in the bazaar and not everybody might want it for a warrior. So that's why I'm thinking, well, let's make a few different types. Skeptic is always good, because that could be used by just about any. I mean, all the symbols can be used by anybody. It doesn't matter what deity you are. You could be a Tunar deity and use, a Bertoculus, Bertox augment on your weapon. It just depends on what effects you want it to have. So let's do one of Stillness. That's great for monks, because that's actually to reduce aggro, right? We'll do another one of Hate, Devotion, Compassion, Below. Well, it seems like there's fewer of these for some reason. I don't know. I think that's just in my head. So anyway, here we go. We've made our symbol. We're going to toss this over to our ogre friend that's disguised as a goblin. We're going to take the augment, if we could find the damn thing. There it is. We're going to install it in our weapon. And you can see it's gold. That means that's where it goes, right? So now you see it's damage 15, delay 25. So that's not bad, right? And it's damage 15 because they're not level 60 yet. At level 60, it would be damage 17. And so it would be 17.25. But right now it's 15.25, which I think that's fine. That's pretty good. Their other weapon is a blackened Acrylia blade, and that is 14.22. So of course the ratio is a little bit better. This is not crafted. It is found in the Acrylia mines or something like that, and it's dropped off of some Grimling something or other. Yeah, so it's definitely a Luceland era sword. But there you have it, the Intricate Sap with the augment. Showed you how to do both, and now we can go and happily kill stuff with our friendly ogre. And just to show you that yes, he really is an ogre, there he is in all his ogre glory. Take a look at what kind of armor or jewelry he's got. Intricate Combatant's ear stud. Oh, this is the jewelry you buy from that jewelry guy. Yeah, this stuff is, I mean, it's kind of crap, because I could make jewelry with way better stats than this. The only thing it wouldn't have is like attack, hit point regen, and heal amount, or these focus effects, which I don't think the ogre really needs focus effects, because they don't cast spells, right? I'm going to do another video of how I can improve this ogre's hit points, probably up by 2k at least, by making him some jewelry. Thank you for watching. This has been a brief tutorial on how to make an intricate sap, and there are other cool intricate weapons, like you can make intricate recurve bows using fletching, which also use a similar type of augment, except instead of a nimble symbol, it's a reaching symbol. So you can, try that as well. I don't know if I have a recipe tutorial video for that yet. I can possibly make one. Let me know if you want to see me do that in the comments. And again, if I get up to 250, beard goes red, this white part goes red. And have a great day and have a wonderful tomorrow.